again, YouTubers, Ultimate SpongeBob 101, back here again on the SpongeBob channel with our SpongeBob episode 192, Company Picnic and Pull Up a Barrel episode review video. So, like our past two episode review videos, we're going to be having the same kind of format, so I'll just, dive right into review right away. And hopefully today, video's gonna end a little bit faster. We're hoping so. And we actually got quite a few good things to highlight about this episode. In particular, Pull Up a Barrel. So yeah, Pull Up a Barrel aired first on September. What was it? I think it was September 18th. Yeah, okay, September 18th. Yeah, it was September 18th, and Company Picnic aired just yesterday, September 25th. Alright, and together they make up episode 192. So, episode 192, overall, I give it a big thumbs up. It was a great improvement over Lost in Bikini Bottom, Tudor Sauce, Squid Plus One, and the Executive Treatment, although, as with every two-section episodes, it so happens that there always is one that's way better than the other. And in this case, it would have to be Pull Up a Barrel over Company Picnic. So I'll go into Company Picnic first because technically it is episode 192A. So Company Picnic starts out with basically SpongeBob playing with Krabby Patty, mini Krabby Patty people that he created out of Krabby Patty mix, and it was all about a family, and suddenly Mr. Krabs, Squidward gets hurt by a pickle juice and sprays hot sauce in his eye, and Mr. Krabs extinguishes the fire. So, basically, SpongeBob went about by telling Mr. Krabs how them going on a company picnic will increase their productivity, which had been dwindling. So, Mr. Krabs eventually caves in, brings them on a company picnic in jellyfish fields. So I don't know why they chose jellyfish fields, but it was nice to see something new in jellyfish fields that didn't involve jellyfishing. So I guess that was nice. And if you did see the sneak peek clip, was about Mustard Frisbee. It was titled Mustard Frisbee, and the food, as in classic cheapskate fashion of Mr. Krabs, was basically expired condiments. So, yeah, and you'll see a little bit of that in the screenshots at the end of this video. But, okay, so that was the Frisbee part, where Mr. Krabs actually told SpongeBob to run all the way to the other end of jellyfish fields while he, poured some mustard on a paper plate, and threw it right in Squidward's face, which is really funny. And, so how it continues is that while Plankton actually knew that Mr. Krabs was going to hold a picnic, so, he went to hold his own company picnic with robots that were shaped like SpongeBob and Squidward and had exact same names that SpongeBob Patty figurine kits had. I think it was Sammy and Tally, I think. I apologize if I'm wrong. I can't really remember closely about that. But anyways, so basically, Plankton's plan was to entice SpongeBob, Mr. Krabs, and Squidward to work for him by showing off this really awesome company picnic. So eventually, Squidward deserts Mr. Krabs and SpongeBob, and Mr. Krabs follows soon after. And so basically, they eat a whole ton of delicacies, play a whole ton of games, which they could only win because, if you watch the episode, you've seen a part where Mr. Krabs, threw the bottle. But there was only one of them. The one about spinning the wheel. Every single section of the wheel was you win. So technically you couldn't lose. Yeah, but anyways. Basically you end up realizing, Plankton ends up giving Mr. Krabs and Squidward a contract assigned to work for him, but before he can succeed in it, SpongeBob actually disrupts it by pushing Mr. Krabs aside, and Mr. Krabs launches his candy pen accidentally towards the SpongeBob that Plankton like invented or whatever. But yeah, and basically SpongeBob went in a whole slow-mo mode and tried to warn. I think it really was Sammy, but yeah, okay. And basically the pen just went right through um, the robot, and SpongeBob realized it was all a projection of robots and a projection of a company picnic, and everything was just junk. The delicacies that Squid was eating was chum. So at the end of the episode, Mr. Krabs launches Plankton in the most random way yet. He smashes Plankton onto the mustard plate of mustard and throws it into the horizon, which blows up in a cloud of yellow mustard gas. So, and then they end off with the greatest company picnic ever pose. And yeah, that was basically how the episode was. My rating for it, overall rating out of 5, I'll give it a 3. Because it really had some funny jokes. And most critical rating, I'll give it a 2.5. Which, the only real problems I had with the episode was I didn't really like the animations. While it was a little bit more fluid, I think it didn't capture the essence of the show. And particularly Squidward's expressions were really bad in my opinion. And the thing that Squidward did in the episode was not just random. It was like kind of not Squidward. The part about him going crazy on the roller coaster and eating all the delicacies was really chum, and sucking on that candy pen, which was actually a worm, which was really disgusting if you would ask me. So yeah, but overall, I still found the episode to be pretty okay, but that's where Pull Out Barrel comes in. So Pull Out Barrel 192B basically was about a storm. No, okay, basically, there was this old guy who was in the Krusty Krab, and he had been sucking on the fry for the past hour. So Mr. Krabs told Squidward that if he could get the guy to finish up his meal and leave, Squidward could go home early. So he did by smashing that fry into the guy's mouth and helping him chew. And yeah, after that he walked out, and he got struck by lightning. I was referring to Squidward, of course. So yeah, storm kicked up or whatever, and Mr. Krabs settled them down and told them a story about his Navy days. So one thing I didn't understand was, at first, of course, do navies have delivery ship service or cargo ships that deliver suntan lotion? Obviously not, but well. And then Mr. Krabs is seen as a really good cook in this episode, so I would assume that from Squillen Returns from season 3, Mr. Krabs said that he was head chef on the SS Diarrhea. So would that be the SS Diarrhea, or was Mr. Krabs posted to another ship after or before that? So I don't know, not much continuity here, but that's the good thing about SpongeBob, because sometimes not tying things together actually makes the episode more interesting and cool in its individual sense. So yeah, we have the characters, the main characters, acting as the characters in his story. Mr. Krabs is, of course, Mr. Krabs in his Navy days. Miss SpongeBob is a guard in the prison. Squidward is also a guard, and Patrick plays Captain Scarfish. So he has a scar, which is really a tattoo on his face. And yeah, so basically the story goes about how Mr. Krabs' food is way too delicious, so Scarfish throws him in jail because he defied Mr. Krabs defied his orders to serve up garbage, pretty much. All right, and the ship gets attacked by pirates. So that was pretty cool. And guess who is the head pirate, or the main pirate, the pirate? Okay, well, he was actually Sandy. And one thing I was wondering was, Sandy didn't have her air helmet on, so I have no idea how that happened, unless the ship was above water, off which Mr. Krabs and the fish couldn't survive. So that didn't really make much sense in that aspect. And but so Mr. Krabs actually spearheaded the attack against the pirates, and he got SpongeBob, and SpongeBob in the story was pretty cool. Was a pretty cool guy because he was really childish, like SpongeBob would be. But yeah, I really like the part about the catapult, which is actually the thumbnail of this video, if you didn't notice. So yeah, anyways, they eventually win the battle, and the Sunburn Brigade, of whom had suntan lotion splash on them because uh, Mr. Krabs told the SpongeBob in the story to like like poke holes in a barrels of suntan lotion and scuttle the ship. I don't really even know what the definition of scuttle is, but I guess it had to mean like poke a hole in the ship as well. So yeah, and they end off winking with each other, Sandy, Mr. Krabs, and SpongeBob. And then back to the Krusty Krab, Squidward says, "What are we all winking about?" So overall, I really like the episode. I'm giving it a 4.5 out of 5. Most critical rating has to be a 4. I really like the jokes. I really like the concept, and I really like the animation, and just kind of really random stuff. And yeah, so Pull Out a Barrel, in my opinion, was definitely the better of the two. And I'm going to make a correction to the previous episode review video. I mean, obviously I can correct the video. It's already up. Squidward Plus One was actually not really deserving of a 2.5. It deserved the rating that gave executive treatment, which was 1.5. And executive treatment deserved a 3. So, because after I watched it again and again and again, I thought it was pretty good. But Squidward Plus One by far has to be the worst episode in the new era of Season 9. So, yeah, anyways, what are your thoughts on Company Picnic and Pull Up a Barrel? You can watch them now on iTunes, Amazon, all those video on-demand sites. Link to the iTunes, link to get it on iTunes is in the description box below. Make sure to subscribe, like, favorite, kind, etc. This is actually the longest episode review I had so far, so I apologize for that. Thanks for watching. Yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Keep right here on Ultimate SpongeBob 101. Post your comment in the box below, and yeah, we can have a hearty discussion on this best episode ever. Yeah, ever. Alright, so thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.